Howdy y'all, you got the Bulldog on the channel. I have just spent the last 2 hours fighting, throwing things, trying to get this thing in here on the lift. I used to have to do this stuff by myself, had help today, but every single solitary thing that should have worked didn't. You know, tried card cleaner, shooting into the intake to get it to run, tried starting fluid, shooting into it to get it to run, tried propane, shooting into it to get it to run, but which I have done before on other things. And I actually took a propane bottle and plumbed it into the engine on one exactly like this, and held it inside the cab and turned it on and held it and drove it around. But this time it decided, well, no, I'm not going to work. Anyway, it's in here. Well, this thing don't have a tow ball. It's got a plastic bumper cover on it. It's lower than everything that I've got, so I can't push it in. That's just how it is sometimes. I wanted to show you guys one of the things. This was the lesson that I learned, 15 years ago. Whenever the book, for no reason, calls for an extra hour to do a job that you've done dozens of times, well, you probably ought to price the job with that extra hour included. And then you get it up and you find out why. Just fuel pump. You know, you just drop the tank, throw a fuel pump in. 2-hour job, like everything else. But these call for like 3.5 hours. And I'm looking at it and I said, what? Why? See this piece here? This piece that comes across 6 inches? 8 inches short of the edge of the tank. So it is obviously not there to protect the front of the tank from anything. It has a relief in the tank for it. It doesn't extend. So why is it there? Why is it welded on? I expect that their excuse is something in the manufacturing process where they can set the front corner of that tank on there and hold one end in place while they put the straps on, or, you know, some crappy story like that. I don't believe them because it's welded onto the frame. You know, there's other ways to have done this. Like the one that it replaced was actually a bracket that came across a little bit right here. The strap hooked on the other side. So the bracket was on the frame and they set it on the bracket. And then when you went to take the tank out, you unbolted the whole bracket and the whole thing came off. So why would they weld a stop on the frame like that? There's a piece up above it. You can't get to it now because of the piece that's welded on the frame. The first one of these that I did, it was a repeat job because a mechanic from another shop, it was actually his personal vehicle, brought it to the shop down there because he had a light on after he did a fuel pump. Well, he had a light on because he didn't take off the hose that was up here and broke it off the tank. Well, it's done now. But anyway, I wanted to rant a little bit because I was in the mood to. Like, comment, subscribe, hit your little bell notification, use all your little buttons down there, share it all around, and we'll talk at you later.